Good morning, ghouls and misfits. Um, I'd just like to speak on a very serious issue. Um, you may have noticed recently I've put up maybe one or two speeches from Palestine, marches and demonstrations, actually, the majority of which I attend in Manchester when I can get there. Yesterday was my 40th march. Um, always in Manchester, maybe some in Stoke, not so often, but the majority I go to Manchester. Um, Yesterday was the 77 years of the Nakba Day. The Nakba being the Arabic word for catastrophe. Um, those that don't know what happened in 1948 at the day that the creation of the State of Israel was the actual same day as the Nakba because 750,000 Palestinian men, women, and children were forcibly removed from their home and pushed out into the desert. So, to quickly give you an idea, that means that uh, those people that are in Gaza at the moment who are under the most severe conditions of genocide that I've ever seen in my life. They are they are the refugees and mums and dads from the 1948 um, ethnic cleansing campaign by the then terrorist gangs of Israel, which are well documented. Um, it's I go out every weekend and I hear the speeches and I understand exactly what's going on. Um, but my overwhelming fear is that um, the the political structure and the elite structure that's benefiting from the Middle East in general are going to basically allow this to go on. And well, it has gone on for so long anyway. I mean, 77 years is a long time to be resisting oppression, and that's what the Palestinians have been doing basically on their own for 77 years. And it's only because of the genocide as more people now are speaking out, and it's high time too. And my feeling is that if you sit on the fence at this moment in time and you don't have an opinion, it's like turning a blind eye to what's going on. A humanitarian crisis of just catastrophic. It's a catastrophic humanitarian crisis. You know, if you speak to Amnesty International, if you speak to the UN, if you speak to the ICJ, they all know exactly what's going on. It's it's a genocide. It's an absolute eradication of the refugees that were from the 1948 ethnic cleansing campaign. So this is a continuation of it. In fact, it never stopped continuing. The Israelis had a term for when they would go into Gaza and bomb and kill. They would call that mowing the lawn. I mean, can you imagine that? They would say, we're mowing the lawn this morning." You know, it's hard to believe. You know, it's if and what is really hard to believe is that the Nazis were doing this to the Jewish people in the 19 late 1930s and early 1940s, and we said never again. And then those same people who it happened to, they become the new Nazis, which is almost beyond bizarre, really. But that's where we are. Um, yeah, it's a big subject, but it's very simple. It's actually very simple. It's a colonization of a country supported by America, Germany, France, England, and probably a few others, and it's facilitating this genocide. I'd like to see if anybody wants to do a video. Maybe they have a heartfelt opinion about this. I'd be very pleased to hear some of the Misfits' reactions. I'll leave it there anyway. Thank you.